YouTubers own the craziest things you've ever seen. Speed spent all of his money to be Ronaldo's biggest D-rider. Kai made a purchase that turned him into a superhero, and another YouTuber purchased a Gucci Xbox. These are the craziest purchases YouTubers ever made. Starting off with Jake Paul, who isn't just living large, he's living like a king on vacation. His $16 million mansion in Puerto Rico isn't just a house, it's a full-blown luxury fortress. Sitting right on the coast, this insane estate boasts panoramic ocean views, an infinity pool, and enough square footage to get lost in. But Jake didn't stop there. Right next to his pool, casually soaking in the tropical air, is a jaw-dropping $1.2 million art piece. And this isn't just any art, it's one of only 3 in existence, making it rarer than most people's entire net worth. The sculpture has become a flex centerpiece in his content, proving that for Jake Paul, even poolside decor means spending 7 figures on something 99.9% of people will never see in person. Logan Paul has made a career out of turning the internet upside down.
Dragonite! Dragonite!
And his spending habits are no different. One of his wildest purchases? A literal dinosaur skull. Yes, Logan dropped $1.5 million on an authentic Triceratops skull, casually displaying it like a living room ornament. But that's not all. He also spent an astronomical $5.3 million on the holy grail of Pokémon cards, the Illustrator Pikachu card. But instead of locking it away in a vault, Logan wears it around his neck on a diamond chain, during events and fights, like a walking museum piece worth millions. It's the kind of spending that makes you question whether money even has meaning anymore. WhistlinDiesel might be the only person on the planet who spends nearly $1 million on a truck just to destroy it. His Monster Max 2 is a $900,000 custom-built beast. So big, so ridiculous, it looks like it belongs in a sci-fi movie. But the madness doesn't stop there. WhistlinDiesel has built his entire channel around blowing up luxury vehicles. He's crushed a $300,000 Mercedes G-Wagon, drowned a $500,000 Ferrari, and even run over expensive cars with literal tanks. For him, burning cash on the world's most insane automotive destruction isn't a side project. It's the entire business model. PewDiePie, one of the most successful YouTubers of all time, once made headlines not for a flex, but for one of the most wholesome yet expensive reasons you'll ever hear. He dropped $80,000 on a private jet flight to Japan. Not because he wanted to live lavishly, but because his beloved dog Edgar was too overweight to fly on a commercial airline. That's right, he spent what most people make in a year just so. His dog could fly comfortably and safely across the world. The internet called it ridiculous, but honestly, it's the most heartwarming 80K flex you'll ever see. IShowSpeed is no stranger to chaos, but even he didn't expect to accidentally make one of the dumbest and most expensive purchases in gaming history. During a random Roblox livestream, Speed joined a game where players spin a wheel and buy whatever item it lands on. But instead of winning something small, he unknowingly dropped $200,000 on the single most expensive Roblox item ever created. The kicker? It was virtual. He didn't even realize how much he spent until after the transaction was processed. A quarter of $1 million gone. For a pixelated hat, CHC took wasting money to an entirely new level with one of the weirdest flexes on the internet. He spent $110,000 on what is officially recognized as the world's most expensive pen. But here's the kicker. It doesn't even come with ink. That's right, it's literally unusable unless you manually refill it. Made from precious metals and encrusted with diamonds, the pen's only real purpose is to sit in a case and scream, "I have too much money." Unspeakable didn't just buy a house, he bought an entire private island experience. The YouTuber splashed $2.9 million on a mansion sitting on its very own island, complete with a private bridge, white sand beach, and even a lake in the backyard. It's the kind of setup you'd expect from a movie villain, not a YouTuber who started out making Minecraft videos. Every corner of the property is designed to flex wealth in the most outrageous way possible. From the helicopter-ready driveway, to the waterside fire pit. This isn't just a home, it's an entire private paradise. KSI, or JJ as fans know him, has stacked millions from YouTube, music, and boxing. But he's also spent a huge chunk of it on pure drip. His jewelry collection alone is valued at nearly $1 million. His most iconic piece? A $500,000 custom-made diamond chain featuring Beerus from Dragon Ball Z. And if that wasn't enough, he rocks a $200,000 diamond-encrusted Rolex to match. These aren't just accessories. They're wearable symbols of internet dominance, flexed in music videos, fight weigh-ins, and Instagram stories like it's nothing. TheStradman is living every car enthusiast's wildest dream, and probably their worst financial nightmare. His garage isn't just impressive, it's a $4.7 million rolling museum of supercars. Inside, you'll find 14 luxury vehicles, including multiple Lamborghinis, a Bugatti Veyron, and the crown jewel, a $1.7 million Koenigsegg. His entire channel revolves around this collection, and he constantly adds, modifies, and showcases these insane rides. For TheStradman, this isn't just a hobby. It's a lifestyle built on horsepower, hypercars, and a never-ending appetite for speed and flexing. And if you think the madness stops there, the list of ridiculous influencer purchases keeps going. The Dobre brothers once totaled a $350,000 Lamborghini Huracan just for content. Tech YouTuber Banky built a $50,000 spaceship-themed gaming room that looks like something out of Star Wars. MKBHD casually bought a $10,000 Gucci-branded Xbox, and someone out there owns a $170,000 solid gold smartphone. Then there's Kai Cenat, who bought an entire extra house, not to live in, but to store his sneakers and merch, and spent $110,000 on a life-sized Iron Man suit. And let's not forget Visair, who blew $90,000 on luxury Amazon junk like a gold-plated skateboard and a golden toilet. The flex never ends. And there you have it. Some of the most mind-blowing, ridiculous, and downright unnecessary things YouTubers and streamers have blown their millions on. From million-dollar Pokémon cards, to gold toilets, and even houses just to store more stuff, it's clear that when you've got money to burn, reality goes out the window. But this is just scratching the surface. Trust me, there are even crazier purchases out there. So if you want a part 2, drop a comment, smash that like button, and don't forget to subscribe with notifications on so you don't miss the next round of insane influencer spending.